What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up the Nintendo 64 emulator on your PC. Now, bear in mind that I am using a pretty low-end computer right now, and the settings that I have work just fine for me. Obviously, it's not going to work for all the games, but for most of them it works. So, first thing you want to do is you want to go to this website right here. I'll put the link in the description. It's PJ64 dash PJ64 dash mu.com, and you'll get to a page like this. So apparently they do have an Android version, but we're not going to be installing the Android version. So just go up here, click downloads. Then you want to go to public releases. Matter of fact, I'm curious real quick. Let's go to development versions. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So, wow. I'm actually surprised. There are some actual up-to-date ones in here. I should try these out and see how stable they are. But anyway, for the purposes of this video, we're just going to focus on the official one. So you want to go to public releases, and then you want to click the latest one as far as official goes, which is the last one was updated in 2017. So this is a pretty old version, but it gets the job done. And you want to click on it and it'll download. I already have it installed, so I'm not gonna reinstall it. But I put the link to this website in the description so you guys don't have to type in the URL or anything. You just click in the description and it'll be right there. Okay, so that's that. This would so kindly thank you. All right. So once you have it installed, and ready to go, you should see a screen like this. Only difference is yours will not have a list of games. It'll be completely blank. So what you want to start off doing is you want to go up here to where it says options, and you want to go to config graphic plugins. Click on that, and all the settings that you see right here, you want to copy these. So I just went with 1024 by 768, and then your full screen resolution. Make it to however you want. Like if you have a 1080p TV or a 4K TV, you can set it to that. It sometimes it'll detect your monitor and it'll automatically set it up for you. But if it doesn't, just click on this and you'll see all the options right here. Now this one, just leave it on copy memory. Where it says full screen sync, leave it on copy memory. Then these two right here, you want to max them out. And then you just hit apply and OK. And you're pretty much good to go on that front. Audio, we are not going to mess with. Only mess with this if you're having audio issues. So far, I haven't run into any, but that could change. And then you want to configure your controller. Give it a minute. There we go. Okay. So I am using a Xbox controller. So I put mine on X input. If you are using a non-Xbox controller, then you don't have to click this. And, I don't think it'll work on X input anyway if it's not an Xbox controller or any controller that supports X input. So if you're using an Xbox controller or an X input supported controller, then you want to tick this, and then you want to mark your buttons accordingly. So I already have mine set up. So when you're done putting your buttons where you want them to be, then you just hit save. I would hit this one and then this one just to make sure. So I don't know why there's two save buttons. I think this one is for like if you create a profile or whatever. Because you can do that too. You can create a profile. So if you're planning on using like different controllers, or let's say for example you only have one Xbox controller or one PS4 controller or a Nintendo 6 Pro controller or whatever, the profile will make it so you don't have to keep setting those up. All you have to do is like whenever you're ready to use a different controller and you already have a profile, you just go over here to load profile and then find wherever you saved it at, and that'll be it. Um, but other than that, we're pretty much good. Make sure, because I had this issue earlier. Make sure before you click save, make sure you have the plugged box ticked. Because if you don't, and you go to try to play the game, you're going to be wondering why your controller isn't working, and this is why. Worst case scenario is it's probably just because the computer doesn't like uh, your controller or something, or the emulator doesn't like your controller or something. So I've run into issues like that too. But anyway, I'm gonna click cancel because all of my stuff is already saved. Then all you have to do now is find a game that you want to run. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller because it's like cut off a little bit. Okay, there we go. Um, there we go. Now you want to run the games that you want. You want to play. You want to play the games that you downloaded. So all you gotta do is go to File, Open ROM, uh, find the game that you want to play in whatever directory that you put it in, and then just double click it and it'll run it that way. But if you want to make your life just a little tiny bit easier, I'm gonna show you the easier way. And in this way, you get a list like this of all the games that you have on your in that directory. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to File, and whoops, where it says change ROM directory, you click on that. You find your directory in this list right here. And once you do, you click on it. You click on the folder. You don't have to double click it or anything. And then you just click OK. But you got to make sure the games are in that directory or else it's not going to work, obviously. So mine's is a bit complicated because I have to go to my PC, Windows, and then I got to go to users, then find my username, and then I got to go all the way down to where it says OneDrive desktop, and then find the folder on my desktop. Reason why that is because when I set this computer up, I forgot to untick the sync with OneDrive or whatever it's called. So everything was being saved to my OneDrive and everything. So yeah, that wasn't fun. But yeah, that's how you find your directory. And once you select it, then you'll get this list right here. And then all you have to do is simply click on the game, like so. Like I'm gonna do F-Zero, for example. You gotta double click it like it was an icon. Oh snap. Sorry guys. Now, obviously, there's a bit of audio, like the audio is messing up a little bit, but that's only because right now I'm using OBS, like the emulator is for some reason not like OBS. Not to mention OBS is kind of a resource hog. But I'm gonna show you some gameplay real quick. Captain Spock as myself. So yeah, it does work. But if you're playing this on a lower end PC that doesn't have too much RAM, I would recommend recording it with OBS because the audio will like start to sound like it's on a broken CD or something. Power. But yeah, you get the idea. Let's do one more showcase real quick. How about... Ooh, okay, so this is gonna be the real test right here. Conker's Bad Fur Day. This game is notorious for being very, very difficult to emulate for some reason. Like, it'll work, but it'll be extremely laggy. So, I'm going to see if these settings actually make it to where you can play Conker's Bad Fur Day. So, here we go. Whoops. My mouse moved outside of the thing. Okay. I'd be surprised if this actually works. I might actually play this on my channel, but I'll play the rare replay version, so it's not all glitchy and stuff. I can't skip this part.
Stupid logo. Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
And what do you know? It's actually doing pretty well. It is actually doing quite well, even though we're not in the actual game yet. Also, one of these days I gotta do a comparison, because these versions are like night and day. Like the live and reloaded version compared to this one, night and day. In fact, in the live and reloaded version, they redesigned the bar. The bar looks kind of the same, but there's some extra stuff added to it. But yeah, let's hop into the game real quick. I kind of wish there was like a fast forward button. Matter of fact, let me check really quick. System. Is there a fast forward button? Oh wow, you can add cheats. I'll probably show that off in a different video. But there is no fast forward button. Interesting.
Well, there I am. conquer the king. King of all the land. Who'd have thought that? But how did I come to this, I hear you say? And who are those strange fellows that surround my throne, I hear you also say? Well, it's a long story. Come closer, and I'll tell you. It all started yesterday. And what a day that was. It's what I call a bad fur day.
Okay, well, the cutscenes are basically part of the game anyway, so as you can see, it is working just fine. And I want to make this video too long.
I'm not available
But,
to answer the phone.
yeah,
However,
Conquer is able to
if you
be
leave your
played
name
on
and
here,
number and they sound cute, I may ring you back.
which is actually really nice.
Hi, Barry. Hello?
Again,
Barry, if you dare pick up.
all you gotta do is follow the settings that I have,
Anyway.
which I quickly show those real quick again. So if you go to configure graphic plugin, you'll see the settings that I have. Both of these you can make higher if your computer supports it, or if you're just willing to test it out to see how far you can go before the game starts lagging. And then the controller settings, I show them, but the controller settings are based off of what controller that you're using. This one is for Xbox One. So Xbox 360 / Xbox One controller. Okay. And that will conclude this tutorial / showcase, because I did turn it into kind of a showcase. If you have any questions, you can join my Discord, which I'll also put in the description. You can also hit me up on Twitter, and even Twitch, because apparently you can send messages on Twitch. But if you have any questions, just ask, and you can even leave them in the comment section. I've been looking at those lately too. So, yeah, anything you need help with, just let me know, and I will try my best to try and help you get this to work as smoothly as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the little bell so you'll be notified when I post more content. And with that being said, later.